Here's what they did. They said, let us go. Can I tell y'all something quickly? I'm about done. But I really believe this. In the balcony, I really believe this. Some of y'all lives would be better right now if you would have just responded to what I've been preaching to you this year. Some of y'all's marriages would be better right now if you would have just responded to what I've been preaching this year. I'm just going to preach anyhow. Some of y'all finances would be better if you would have responded to the D3 class. Some of y'all kids would be better if you would have responded to what I've been saying. Preaching at its best is not for you to hear a sermon. It's hearing, it's heeding, and it's moving toward what you hear. I believe that we're building a church, not this church, but I just believe that we're building a church where we got a bunch of hearers and not a bunch of doers. Talk to me. I think a lot of us will think that we blessed by what we hear. But James came along and said, the hearers are not blessed, but the doers of the word of God. And that's why some of y'all can't get happy, because you're just hearing the word of God and you ain't doing nothing about what you hear. But if you hear it and if you do something for you. And Carwell had the best stuff, and he went into his pocket and offered me a shot of the best stuff. But I was a new Christian and I had got a shot of something better. And when Cardwell pulled his stuff out, I said, Cardwell, I don't need that anymore. I said, I got something added in there. Well, Cardwell said, well, you ought to let me have some. I said, well, it's kind of some strange stuff. He said, well, what is it? I said, I went to church this morning and my pastor was talking about Jesus Christ. And he said, if you give Jesus Christ your life, he'll bring joy in your heart and give you a peace in your soul, and he'll make you happy and you ain't got to drink anything. He said, well, what you talking about? He said, I go to church. I said, I know you go to church, but have you met Jesus Christ? And Caldwell had the joint in his pocket. You know what? I never hid it. You know why? Because this joy that I had with Jesus, I had never got it in a joint, and a joint couldn't give it to me, and then a joint couldn't take it away. When you get joy from Jesus, whiskey can't give it to you, and whiskey can't take it away. When you get joy from Jesus, sex didn't give it to you, and sex can't take it away. When you get joy from Jesus, talk to me, partying can't give it to you, and partying can't take it away. The shepherds had found a new joy, and they just wanted to talk about what Jesus had done for them. Is there anybody in this place who is not willing to look at me crazy, but you know what it means to have the joy of Jesus? You know what it means when the angel said, I bring you word about the love of Jesus Christ. I went from finding happiness to getting joy. And I wish that you would leave here this afternoon and go tell the world that the real Christmas story is that God sent Jesus to give you joys that'll flow like a river, since the Comforter has come into your heart. That's the Christmas story. Tell the folk about Jesus. I don't know what has happened to the church. The longer some of y'all are saved, it seems like y'all don't want to talk about him anymore. But oh, I tell you, if you get saved and talk about him in the morning, somebody will want to give their life to Jesus Christ in the evening. If you just talk about